everybody, it's Ashley and Ada. Can you say hi?
Hi.
So today Ada's helping me in the kitchen because we're going to be making some pesto for part of our dinner. And I recently made this amazing pesto recipe that is so easy and it takes like not even 5 minutes, or I guess we'll see how long exactly it takes. So I guess we're just going to start with the ingredients. You want some garlic. I just do 2 large cloves. You're going to do some olive oil, and it kind of just depends on how you like your pesto texture for how much you're going to use. For this pesto recipe, we're actually going to use spinach. So I have 2 nice big handfuls of washed spinach. We're going to use salt and pepper. Whoops. And then some Parmesan, but if you're vegan or you're not eating dairy, you could also substitute nutritional yeast. And I guess, are you getting down?
Yeah.
And I guess sort of my secret ingredient for this is almond meal, because you don't need to roast or do anything with the nuts, you just have the almonds. Here, Ada, stand here. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to get started by putting, chopping up the garlic a little bit to make it a little bit smaller. Are we chopping it? Hold on. Chopping the garlic. You put this in here? Put that in there for me. No, put it in here. Alright, good job. And now we're going to put the spinach in. And again, this is about 2 handfuls of mine. For Ada, it's probably a few more than that. Woo! Okay. A little bit more? Okay. Good job. Can you do another one? Yes. Okay. Get it all in there. A couple more pieces. Thank you.
Piece.
So now I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil in here, just to kind of, I would say this is probably a tablespoon, and I'm just going to see if I pulse this a few times what happens. So I'm going to pulse it. You watch your hands, okay? I always make sure that she is away from anything that's got moving parts, because, you know, their hands tend to wander. So I pulsed that down just to get all the leaves cut up. Oh, thank you. We forgot a leaf. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my almond meal.
Thank you.
And I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup. That was a 1/4 cup of almond meal, and I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup of this Parmesan cheese. And some salt and pepper, and it's really just to your taste. You want to help me shake it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, and some pepper. You want lots of pepper in there?
Okay.
Okay.
I want pepper now.
We'll do that part next, okay? Alright. And now I'm going to go ahead and add, we're going to take our 1/4 cup measure, and I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of this olive oil, which might be faster if I take this dribbler thing off. So 1/4 cup.
It's a 1/4 cup, too.
A 1/4 cup, that's right. Let's put it in here. And you could also put lemon juice in here if you want. I would say I do that from time to time, but it's not necessary. There we go. So let's see what happens when we pulse this together, and I'm just going to pulse. That's looking good. You know, that gave me a pretty thick pesto, and I like mine a little bit more thinned out, so I'm actually going to go over here and just get a little bit of water. Enough for just another 1/4 cup, and I'm just going to add half of that, so a couple tablespoons. Yeah, you're going to help. Let me just... Yes. Alright. And I would say that... Yeah, that's a great consistency. So I just did another... I would say 2 tablespoons of water there. Ada, would you like to try the pesto? First, we're going to hold it up for everyone on the video. So So that's what we ended up having. I don't know if that's focused, but it's just a nice green, fresh pesto. And I would say it took, here, you want to try? Just a little taste. It's a little intense for kids. So she's helping me make our dinner for me and Steven and not necessarily for herself. Will you do one no thank you bite? Okay. All right. So that was just something simple that Steven and I usually like to have pesto on the side at least every week. We make it with whatever greens we have on hand. If it's kale, spinach, basil, just any nice dark leafy green. Of course, if you use basil, it's a little more aromatic and stuff. But yeah, tonight I'm actually going to make a nice sauce with some avocado and see how that ends up for like almost like a creamy Alfredo green sauce. So thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe and that you find it useful. Ada, can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye, everybody.